Hello everyone, I'm Bets Golden and this is my channel. Thank you so much for joining me today. Today I am actually here with the new Leisure Arts Mini Maker Felt Craft Kit. This is a really great concept. Basically what it is it is a kit that is provided for you with items to help you create a project using a technique that you may be interested in, but not quite sure if you're ready to take the plunge and get all the material for it. So let you dabble with it. You walk away with a cute little project and the experience. This also is a really great thing for kids. The price point on it is between $15 and $20 per kit. There's a couple different kits that you can do. There's a paint pouring kit. There's this kit. I think there's even a quilting kit. So there's a lot you can do. So head on over to the link that I have provided in the description box below and just check out what they got. So anyway, the things that it comes with is it comes with this book that has different ideas. It has instructions and techniques for different projects. The instructions in here are pretty good. It comes with everything you need to create this little hoop, including the black felt, the yellow embroidery, a yellow needle, and then everything you need to create these flowers. And then it also gives you ideas as well as cutting guides for other projects that you can do once you have tested out your first project. So these are the cute little projects that you can do. And again, it provides the cutting directions for everything. All you'd have to get is the felt. But for this project, what we're going to do is I'm going to show you how to create 4 of these flowers, and then we're going to adhere it to the hoop. I have already gone ahead and prepared my hoop. Basically what I did was I took that black felt and I put it through, tightened it up, and then trimmed the edges down. I did try to go ahead and embroider some like a high with my floss, my embroidery thread, and the needle, but I had no luck. I am not one who can embroider well, so I decided just to do a yellow stitch around the edges. All right, so let's get started, and we're going to start with the first type of flower, which is super basic. You are going to need to have either felt glue or fabric glue. My favorite is Fabri-Tac by Beacon for this. It does not come in the kit. However, all of the pre-cut felt pieces, as well as the hoop, this felt, and the embroidery and the needle did come in the kit and the book. So you're going to need, in addition, Fabri-Tac and then some needles to hold everything together. So I'm going to put those off up here to the side, and let's get started on our first flower. The first flower that you're going to make is a typical roll flower. It's super simple to make, and again, all the directions are provided for you in the little booklet. All right, so what we're going to do is we're just going to take and do a little dollop of glue, and we're just going to start to roll it in on itself like so. This is a really basic flower. It's super easy, and the result is really pretty. You're just going to want to take every now and then a little dollop of glue and just place it on your flower to hold. The reason why I like Fabri-Tac better than some of the other fabric glues out there is because it dries relatively quickly and it holds nicely. Another nice alternative to this is Beacon also has a liquid thread glue that is really, really nice too. But for this particular project, I just like this Fabri-Tac. And you don't have to do it in like every spot, just enough to kind of hold it together, because at the end you're going to see how we finish this off. And I like to just pinch it between my fingers like so, and just keep wrapping. And we're just going to keep going and keep going. I am doing this for you in real time so that you can see exactly how long it takes to put together these flowers in these little kits. And then the next one we're going to create is a mum. And then we're going to combine these first two flowers together to create a third flower. And then there is a flower that is included in the kit that I have never made before. And so we're going to make that together as well, which should be really interesting because I've never done it before, and I'll do it with you guys for the first time. But look how cute that is coming together. Doesn't that look awesome? Think about, you know, if you are into planners or art journals, you could put this on an elastic band and create a nice little art journal, just, you know, like something to hold it together. Okay, so now we want to take this piece right here. We're just going to put a little bit of glue on the base of it, and we are going to hold it down like so. Now, I have discovered that with this particular glue, you don't necessarily need to hold it together with a pin until it dries. It sets up relatively quickly. So I'm not going to. I'm going to skip that step with this. However, if you are using a different kind of glue, you are going to want to take and just put a pin in the bottom to hold it together until it dries, and then you'll take your pin out. But with the fabric tack and the felt, I'm noticing I don't necessarily need that. Okay, so the next kind of flower that we're going to make is a mum, and you will see that in the kit you get several different pieces of felt that have been cut like this. So all you're going to do is you're just going to take along one of the sides and you're going to fold it over. And I just pinch it. That's kind of the best way that I found. And it really starts to adhere rather quickly. I'm very impressed with this fabric tack glue. I've never used it on felt until I was prepping for this video. And had I known how well it held, I would have been using it all along. I used felt glue in the past for this. I've used multi-grip mixed media glue in the past for stuff like this, tacky glue, and it all works, don't get me wrong, but this just tends to really come together and adhere very quickly. It's not set, but it is sticking. All right, and then again, I'm just gonna take and I'm going to run another bead of glue down here. And as you can see, I'm not getting it in all of it. It's not a perfect line, which is just fine. And I'm gonna do the same thing. I'm just gonna start to roll it, and I like to roll it just on my craft mat like so. And then I just keep rolling, keep rolling, keep rolling. This is so easy, you guys, I promise. Now there is no tab at the bottom of this that we're going to tuck under. So keep that in mind, because when you get here, you really want to make sure that you put a lot of glue on there. All right, and then I'm just going to press it for just a minute. Again, you can go ahead and put a pin in it to hold it, but I've discovered that this really does hold quite nicely. And then once you have it pretty much where you want it, I am going to go ahead and put a pin in this one just because it is thicker and I have several layers that I have gone through. Not necessarily, I don't know if I necessarily really mean it, but then you can take and just fluff that out. And now you have a really pretty little mum. So now we're going to take the concept of this and the concept of this and create a beautiful flower. So we're going to take another centerpiece that has been provided for you in the kit, and you're going to just take and do the same thing. This piece is a little bit smaller because it's going to be the center of our flower. So I'm just going to pick it up and do that pinchy again, like I had done before. These are relatively easy, and if you have, I've made several for my hair last year and on little clips, and man, they're just so fun. You can put them on purses, you can put them on anything. And then once again, we're just gonna do a bead down the bottom real quick, not real concerned that I'm adding a ton of adhesive, and then we're just gonna roll this center up like so. And this is going to be the center of our flower. Now, if you notice that it's starting to get a little bit uneven, it's not the end of the world. but you can take and pinch it like I'm doing, and that'll just get it nice and adhered. Okay, so from here, we're going to take this flower and we are going to take this one that we did with the scalloped edges, and we're going to just start to wrap it all the way around to create another unique flower. So I'm going to take and just put some fabric tack there. And then here we go. We are just going to start to wrap this around the edges like so. And I'm just going to pop on some fabric tack every now and then just to get it to hold. And I am getting a little bit messy. That's okay. All part of the fun. If you don't want glue on your fingers, you can always wear some gloves, but I find gloves to be a little bit more cumbersome than they're worth, so I don't mind the glue. And this is just creating a really pretty little flower. Now the next one that we're going to do is one that I've never done before, so I'm super excited to give that a try. I have read the directions over several times in the little pamphlet, and it makes sense, and I hope it all works out. If not, you're going to see. Leisure Arts was kind enough to supply me with this kit, and so in exchange, I'm obviously doing this video, and I wanted to do, you know, a run through of it because I think that the concept of it's really great, but I wanted to make sure that, you know, my opinions are my own. And so they haven't paid me to say anything. They just supplied me with the kit. So that is why I am doing this. They gave me an option of a couple different ones I could do, and I really wanted to try this one. So I really like felt flowers. They're so fun. Craft Box Girls with Lynn Lilly is the one that got me hooked on these. If you haven't checked her out, you should. She's amazing. She's a really great crafting business in which she teaches you how to do really cool stuff. All right, so from here, I'm going to take, again, and just put some of the glue right down like that, and I'm going to just pop that on, and there you go. So now you have combined those two flowers for this really pretty flower. How awesome is that? So we're going to set that aside, and then we're going to bring out the other flower that they talk about in the kit. So this one's a little bit different in the sense that you have a piece of felt that actually has these open up here. So what we're going to do is we're just going to roll this, and this is going to be the center of this flower. So this is going to be a little teeny tiny one, or so it feels teeny tiny, but really, you know, it's going to be a nice size. And again, I'm getting my fingers all dirty, but that's okay. Okay. So now I have the center of my little flower ready, and from here the kit contains some of these little petals. So what you're supposed to do is you're supposed to take these little felt petals and just glue them around the center until you get it to your liking. So I'm just gonna start now. Like I've said, I've never done this kind of flower before, so this is a first for me. And I actually kind of want that to go over that crease right there. There we go. So I'm really excited just to kind of see how this all comes together. And I think you're supposed to be able to make between 2 and 4 flowers with this kit, use this particular type of flower, so it'll be interesting to see how many flowers we get out of it. I'm not going to make more than this one just because of time, and I think that if we go through it together, you know, you're going to get the gist of how it works. But I definitely see the benefit of using a faster drying glue on this, because if you had to sit here and pin all of these, that would take forever, and or if you had to hold it, that would just be really, really cumbersome. So when you're making these type of flowers, you definitely want to have out your, and I'm just going to see if I can just go around like that. You want to have your fast drying glue for this, because you're definitely going to want it. You're going to want to be able to just place one down and have it hold, and that's quite a bit of glue that I just put down there. So I guess you just kind of go around until you get to your liking on this. That's kind of pretty. Look how cute that is so far, right? That's cute. I like it. The beauty of making flowers is nothing in nature is perfect. So, I mean, it's perfect in its own right, but it doesn't have like perfectly straight lines and things like that. It all has like curves and nature and things like that. So even if you don't get how you think it should look, it's still going to be pretty. It's kind of hard to mess up a flower. It really is. Okay, so let's see. I think that I'm good with that. All right, so let's go ahead and start to assemble our little hoop. And since I'm not using any kind of word on this, I thought it would be really cute to print up a little 4x4 picture and just slip it on here or pin it on here. So that's what I plan to do. I plan on using it as a little picture frame. But in addition to these 4 flowers that I made with you, I also created another 5 off screen using the same basic techniques. And they are in the orange and they are in the yellow. And like this one, I did go ahead and put that pin in. And one of the tricks is when you use a pin, a lot of times it can adhere. You can get adhesive on the pin and it will just kind of adhere. So just when I take it out, you really gotta use you gotta use your muscles to get those pins out. Okay, so let's go ahead and just glue these on. And again, these are the little flowers that I created off screen, and all of these flowers are provided through the kit, so that's a pretty good value. All right, so I'm thinking that I kind of want to do the purple one down here, and then I'm just going to start to assemble and build this around like so. So I'm just gonna do this one down here like so. And then I will do my orange one off over here, like so. And then this one, oh, I should have probably put that down. That's okay. All right, and then I'm thinking probably that one about there. And then maybe I should go up more. Kind of want it, I like the hoop showing. So this is just comes down to what your personal preference is on what you want your hoop to look like. Really, that's what it comes down to, is what do you want your hoop to look like. And I'm going to look back through my little album here and kind of use this as a point of reference, I think, just to see how they did it, because, you know, sometimes it might be good to just see how the original creator did it for ideas if you're struggling. And so this is how they did it. I do like that. That is kind of cute. So, though I have different flowers than what's created there, so I'm probably going to go ahead and just you know, create something. Let's do up here. Let's do, oop, I got that still there. Thought I got it out. I didn't check for my needle. All right. So let's do that one right there. And then let's do this one over here. And then we'll put the little ones in strategically. So I think I want to put this little one down here. So I'll put this right here. Like so. And then let me do this one up here, like so. You know, and once you get it on, you can totally fluff these out. And then we will do, let's do this one over there, or do it here, right there, then there, or there. Oh, I like that there. Like so. There we go, there's that one. And then we'll do this one just right over there, and we'll call this good. So really, I mean, I really think you could probably make this with like 3 of these flowers. I don't necessarily think you need all 9, but there you go. And then, you know, you think a cute little picture in there, or you can go ahead and before you put your flowers down, if you know how to embroider a word, go ahead and do that with the supplies that have been provided for you. I mean, that's really cute what they did there. I will admit that. You could use chipboard letters on this. That's an idea as well. And in fact, I do have some chipboard letters that I could use on this. Let me grab them really quick, see if I can put something together with my H and my I. So this is just totally impromptu, you guys. Just thinking out loud here. So I even have some felt letters in here that I could just glue on. But I kind of think that that pink is really pretty. So is it just too big? Let's see here. I have a couple different pinks that I can do. I've glued my fingers. I've got pink and that pink. And I have this pink. And let's see here. I have that red. Red. I have that blue. Let's do the blue. Let's see here. Okay. Let's see what our sizes are on this. I could even do like that, but kind of a little big. So let's see here. I could do H and then I on it. That's kind of cute. There is this H. Then I could do this felt I. Just have it kind of as the center. I like that too. That's cute as well. Let's see. Let's do, what about like that? It's fun to mix texture. I kind of like that, the mixing of the texture on that, but I want to use the capital I. So let me do this side. I'm kind of digging on that. I think that that's super cute. All right, so I'm gonna take that. I'm gonna actually use mixed media glue on this because it's not just fabric. And I'm going to adhere this down. I'm gonna adhere the I down first. So this was totally, you know, I just took this from my stash. So if you don't know how to embroider, or, you know, you need more practice at it, then you can just use letters from your stash to create a finished piece, you know, which I love. I mean, I've had these in my stash for forever, it seems. And then there we go. So now we have a cute little finished, fun, floral felt hoop craft. All right, you guys, I really hope that you enjoyed this video. Again, I have provided for you in the description box the link to Leisure Arts, and if you have any questions or comments, please leave them down below. If you haven't subscribed, I certainly hope you do so. I'd love for you to be part of my community, and if you enjoyed this video, give it a thumbs up. Until next time, happy crafting!